All right. So tonight, gosh, who is this? Punching Bear logged in the wrong guy. Tonight I am talking about why the new Classic WoW is not going to work. The new Classic WoW, in their infinite wisdom at Blizzard, they've decided not to do Classic WoW. Instead, they've decided to do Modern WoW with classic values and armor sets. Classic WoW has an amazing, legendary programmer's interface and functional interface that you can basically do anything with. And that has been thrown overboard in their proposal for the new Classic WoW, and instead they're overlaying all the armor values and crap from Classic WoW um, onto a modern client that doesn't give you any ability as a programmer to control your people. And that's what it's all about for me. That's why I play Vanilla WoW. Now, that's why a lot of people played Vanilla WoW, was the amazing ability that macros, writing advanced macros, gave you as a WoW player. And yeah, it's just not going to be the same. And I am not going to partake because of that difference in their philosophy. That difference in their philosophy is everything to me. Um, and again, it is the reason I play Classic WoW. Now, what's happening tonight is I rewrote the decursive function again because I went into Molten Core and tried out my latest decursive function, and the priests were still locking up. So these two guys, second row, first and second from the left, these are my priests. And they can't lock up during a fight. And they're locking up for one reason and one reason only, and that is because decursive is taking too long. And I'm not saying it's decursive. I don't use decursive anymore, but my decurse function is taking too long. I should introduce. On my right is Mootalia. She is a High Warlord warrior from Vanilla WoW, and she's just getting what she's doing over there is she's playing live WoW. I don't really like live WoW, but for the reasons I talked about, and she's playing a bit of live WoW because the patch is coming out next week, and she's excited about it. Who's this guy? Who's this clown? Who's this clown? Mole what? Mole Karai. That sounds a lot like a name my coach would choose. Is it Kelsaran? Is it Kelsaran? Oh, he's in the PK guild. I guess that's a new guild. So let's test my... Let's move one of the priests up, move one of the warlocks up, and test my decursing. Okay, so this warlock's going to duel a priest. Man, Tina's having way too much fun back there with Saints Row, Xbox 360. Alright, so we're dueling a priest, and we're seeing if decursing works well. So just hit the 2 button. Alright, target. Okay. Now I am supposed to remove corruption, and I am not fucking removing corruption. What the hell? I'm healing myself, but corruption is absolutely supposed to be removed. Stop. Let's figure out what's going on here. Alright, magic. Is it magic? It's magic, right? It is magic. Corruption. Did I spell it wrong? Did I spell it wrong? 2 R's. Corruption. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Ivan Zamurenko. My Russian friend or Ukrainian friend. It's hard to tell which most of the time. No offense. But, alright, so that's not working, man. It is not freaking working. So let's look at func decurse. Alright. Function. We're going to add some print statements. The best way to debug your Lua code is just to start adding print statements. So I should be seeing a decurse refill is magicked with corruption. That's what I should be seeing, a message like that. And it is not happening. I'm going to say for magic, I'm going to say print MBID, print unit name ID, and see if he's actually checking himself. She's actually checking herself. Man, it is hot in here in California. Oh my goodness. We don't have the AC on, so right, corruption is on, and now it says checking. What does it say? Brutalia, 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 Monterey, Monterey, Monterey. But do I get to refill? That's the question. Brutalia, shreds to say, Eyes Flows, Badlands, Shaman Uno, Flame Shocked. I don't know. It scrolls back too far to know. Do I get to myself? And I really do believe that this, by the way, how's it going, Monique?
It's going great.
Imp Mother Laglath. Weird. I do believe that this is the main issue. I'm going to say if unit name ID equals my name, unit name player. Unit name player is the unit ID of the person you're playing. Player, then end. Whoa, caps lock. No caps lock. Okay, reload. We're going to do some more prints. This is critical. What I'm doing tonight is critical to the weekend because this has to work. And it says refill nil, refill nil, refill nil. All right. Refill nil. Oh, we're getting there. So, what is so funny back there? What are you doing? Why is that girl in a bra? Her breast size? Oh my gosh. Monique knows that. Is your sex appeal equal to your breast size?
I don't know. It could be.
She says it could be. All right. So look, this is printing. If isBuff, so my little isBuff, new isBuff function must not be working very well. So let's look for isBuff. It's right below here. If isBuff spell, let's print the spell. Ah! So if unit name player equals unit name ID, then if unit name player, this is a programming Lua, guys, so watch closely and learn. Everything I do for you to Multibox is wrapped up into one script, and it is the script I'm working on, smextend.lua. It is the add-on script for the add-on super macro. And all you need to do is copy my smextend.lua in to your super macro directory, and you have 5-minute multiboxing. All right, so we're going to reload UI. I've got a macro, I've got a icon for that. And then we are going to get back into it. Okay, so let's see what's happening. We've got corruption on us. We should be clearing it. And what does it say? Oh my gosh, what does it say? It says all the things it's checking for. Corruption. It is checking for corruption. My name is Refill. So why didn't I find corruption on me and clear it out? That is the question. Why didn't I find corruption on me? Let's get rid of that other print statement, by the way. You don't want to overdo the print statements. Okay, so get rid of that one. We're still dueling, by the way. You can reload the UI all you want, and nothing changes as far as the fact that you're still dueling. Okay, we got corruption. We've got, we're checking for all of these. All right, we're checking for all of these. Ignite, mana, corruption. And why does it say refill nil? Because that's what our unit name is. One of those is the realm name. So let me just get rid of that. So if you didn't print, you can say unit name ID minus or 1. I believe you can do that, and it prints the first element in the unit name ID. Let's see if that actually works. I've never actually tried that, so we are going to try it. Attempt to index a string value. No. Okay, it does not work. Psh, screw you, man. Alright, so unit name. If unit name players, then print spell corruption. Unit name player print unit name ID, that's refill. Corruption refill. So this is for I equals 1 to 3. Check for corruption. Name, rank, texture. Let's print the name of the things that we find on me. Print name of whatever debuff we find on us. Actually, I should have thrown that out first. So, my bad. What are you doing? What is this? What is this? Why am I getting a bunch of nils? Really? I'm getting about 1,000,000 nils. What the hell is that about? This is how I code. I mean, I basically code through the process of confusing myself. For I equals 1 to 3, do... Motherfucker, how? Print I? Okay. We'll try printing I. We should print numbers from 1 to 3. For each check. Oh, I see why. So we're going to do an if. If unit name player equals unit name ID, then print name. End. Man, there better be something to this. I'm telling you, I better figure this out. How you doing, Monique?
I'm doing great.
What are you doing?
I'm in a dungeon.
You're in a dungeon? Like with strangers? You haven't been in a dungeon with strangers for years.
Yep, and they seem to not care if you know what you're doing or not.
Do you know what you're doing, or do you not know what you're doing? Oh, you don't know what you're doing. Alright, cool. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh my gosh, what the hell? The name they're coming through with is the name of... Oh my gosh. It's the name of the icon, actually. It's the name of the icon, and that's why my little is buffed doesn't work. Because the name of the icon isn't going to work. Let's do rank. And let's do texture and see what it's spitting out. This is the worst, and this is why you want to use the buffed function from Supermacro. But I'm beginning to suspect the buffed function from Supermacro is a time-consuming function. So shadow vulnerability. Oh, that third thing is not a texture. It is a type. So really, the API guide is lying. It is texture. It is then it is texture. It is rank 1. And then it is type of debuff. Magic, poison, whatever. So, the texture is... Oh my gosh, am I going to have to do textures? I do not want to do textures. I do not want to do textures. But it looks like... Oh god. It looks like I'm going to have to do textures. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to find out textures and figure out textures of things. Why can't it just tell me what the debuff is? I don't know. It can't. Let's see if it can. Let's see if it can. You know what? I'm going to put weakness on me. We're going to throw weakness down, which lasts 2 minutes. Alright, so now I got weakness. I'm going to say... run print debuff info. Is it debuff info? Gosh, I gotta look. Print unit debuff ID. unit debuff player ID number 1. First debuff on player. Let's see what it prints. This is all it prints. So this is all it gives you. Oh my gosh. Gives you the texture name. See, there's no easy way to get texture names out of any database with Vanilla WoW. You have to kind of trial and error it, and all right, let's do something different. Let's do it differently. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to buffed. The super macro function, and we're going to measure how long I'm staying. Print click time of dcurse is I'm getting some Discord stuff going on, so what's up? Is there anything going on in Discourse I should know about? Discord. Queryable buff effects. Also note that Thoughtbot, Thoughtbot has the built-in texture names. If Thoughtbot has the built-in texture names, I mean, that would save me time, but let's just see what my click time is. Click time of dcurse is MB CPU start. No, get time minus MB CPU start. Get time. Why is the robot going? No, it's not. The robot should not be going. We've got robot vacuums that are trying to take over the world right now. All right. So we're going to go back to the. I'm rewinding to use the super macro buffed function, and we're going to see how much time it takes. Okay. Did I reload? I don't think I reloaded. Yeah, I did reload. Click time of dcurse is. Oh, I do not think I did that click time right. What's the click time? Click time my string. Report CPU my string. Okay, it's that. Time equals there we go. All right, we got that right. Now, why does it give me a bunch of different click times for one click? That's probably the key. That is probably what's going on. That is probably what's going on. Did I reload? See that? I clicked once and got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. I got 20 click times. I got a click time for everybody in my raid. And that should have been 1 click time. What? Oh, because I put it in MB cure. Duh. That actually makes sense. All right, so what just happened makes sense. I need to put it right at the end of this function. Okay. You can't send links. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Gotcha. All right. So click time for dcurse, let me blow this up. You can see click time for decurse is anywhere from 47 milliseconds to 63 milliseconds to 78 milliseconds. So basically that's how long decurse is taking. 78 milliseconds isn't enough to explain the 400 millisecond click times of the priests when they're locking up. But here's the issue. When I comment out the decurse function, those 400 millisecond click times go away. So how can I have a decurse click time of 47 and a 400 millisecond priest click time? You can see my click times are showing underneath my decurse click times. My priest click time is 62 milliseconds. My decurse, I'm finished with decurse by 47 milliseconds. So the decurse is most of the click. It is true. Maybe when there really are a lot of curses going around, that number goes way, 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 way up. Maybe that's it. Maybe when there are a lot of curses going around, that number just goes up. The click time number goes up. We gotta solve this. We gotta solve this. What's happening? What's happening over there?
I died because I don't know what I'm doing in here.
Oh, you died because you don't know what you're doing? Are they gonna kick you? Are they gonna kick you? Did they vote? Now the Warlock can never beat me because oh, I am pulling off the corruption now. Hey. No, I'm pulling off the corruption now because I freaking put I put is buffed back in. But this is the formula that causes the priest to lock up. Why is Brutalio dead? Oh, because he's been live tapping, that's why. Man, what is going on? You are amazing. You do so hard work. This is insane. Your skill's so hard. Thank you for this insane education programming. Love your video and your content. Thank you, man. That's really nice. That is really nice. I beat myself against my code all day long, and I have no idea what's going on. And you know what? A lot of the time, whoa. I'm casting my wand at refill. A lot of the time, I have to discover ways to do things that have been long forgotten by savvy add-on programmers, and you can't find them anywhere. So it's just, sometimes it's just beating your head against a wall. Shit. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to check for the texture. Fuck. I do not want to do that. We will check for the texture. But here's one of those esoteric things that has been long forgotten. How do you check for a texture? Well, it's tricky. And you can find the way to do it in my button initialization code. Because I sat one day and figured out how it's done just by trial and error. And I will show you right here. This is how you check for a texture. Double backslashes. Lots of them. And this is bad. Can this be it? Well, let's just compare the click times. All right, let's compare the click times. We're going to compare the click times of isbuff. In fact, we don't even need to check the textures to compare the click times. We can compare the click times without checking the textures. I'm putting isbuff back in, not buffed. And somebody's communicating on Discord, so I gotta check it. I don't know. Catastrophe just got online. All right, so we're gonna do is buffed, and we're gonna see what the click time is. If the click time is substantially less than 40 milliseconds, maybe I'm barking up the right tree. If it's not, I'm not barking up the right tree. I don't know. Oh my gosh, click time of decurse is single digit. Single digit or 15 microseconds. So my decurse is way better than is buffed. I may be barking up the right tree. I may be barking up the right tree here. This might be it. I may have found it. That is really short click time. So, I don't want to do this. I may have to search for... I'm going to have to go look at Valatorin's advice now. Because I may actually have to search for texture names. And I think a while back I figured out a way to get texture names really fast, but I forgot how I did it. I totally forgot how I did it. If that's the case, why don't mages lock up though? What are mages checking for though? What are they checking for, really? Priests are checking for every single person in the raid and checking for heals. I think it would be more accurate to ask, why don't druids lock up? Because druids also have a decurse and they also have to check for heals. But priests have cure disease and cure magic. Druids only have cure curse. Shaman have disease and poison. So shouldn't shaman lock up as much as priests? Yo, language back here. Have you not started the game yet? She's still designing her character. That was a long character design. Alright, so let's find out what that buff name is. I guess we gotta do that. Corruption. Why is he casting weakness with a 2? Shouldn't be casting weakness with a 2. There's corruption. No weakness though. Let's just well, I guess we're just gonna print it. Run print unit debuff player 2. Nope. 1. I think that's corruption. No? No, because corruption's already gone. That's Curse of Weakness. That's Curse of Weakness. Shadow Curse of Manaroth. Okay, let's get corruption on for 15 seconds and do our little print 2. No, that must be... Oh, alright. Abomination Explosion. That must be it. That must be it. So this is what I need to be looking for. Abomination Explosion. Gosh. Alright, I'm just going to add it to the curse list. bomb. So I'm just going to search for a subset of that string and call that good. And say if I find abomination explosion in the string, then it's time to decurse. Is buffed, so I'm going to say if string find in spell name, then return true. All right, so let's set. We're gonna actually do a little debugging. We're gonna say /run name equals abomination explosion blah 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 blah. All right. Now we're going to say run print string dot find name bomb bad argument to find string expected got nil. String find. Oh, did I swap them? Let's try that. Did I swap them? String find a bomb in name. No. Print name, damn it. What? Didn't I just set name to something? Name equals. Oh, I didn't use quotes. See? This is why you have to use. This is why you need me. This is why you need me, because I know when to use quotes. This is why you need me. String find name a bomb. Oh, that's a result, bro. That's a result. All right. That is how it is done. It's in StatCast. Every single person for curses. Okay, Shaman's probably a better example, but you find out why they aren't. You solve the priest problem once and for all. Well, you know, I want to believe you. String find name. Burp, 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 burp. Okay, this is going to work. I hate it when I get things right the first time, then I go test them. Yeah, I go make little rudimentary tests to make sure I got things right, but I find out I was right all along, and I just didn't go try to use it. I don't know if I'm explaining myself very well. Okay, so things are definitely not right. 2623 is not right. If string find spell name. Spell name. Wait, what's name? Name. Okay. No, if string find name spell. Name spell. I totally had that wrong. String find name. Find in the name spell. Then that's kludgy. Gucci goo. Bad argument to number one. To find string expected got nil. Fuck. Why is name nil? Okay, we're going to do some. if name and okay, so Lua has what they call short circuit evaluation. Short circuit evaluation means if you are evaluating an if statement or a conditional with many terms in it, if the first term evaluates false, it does not evaluate any more terms in that statement. And so you use short circuiting in a case like this to prevent it from evaluating a nil value in a function that expects a non-nil value. I don't know. I don't want to freaking teach you how to program right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, short circuit evaluation is definitely something that you want in your programming language. Boom! Short circuit evaluation protects me. And I am now curing corruption. Oh my gosh. I want you guys to see this. I am curing corruption instantly. Not really. But I'm curing corruption while I'm not healing myself. So shit's working. And how long is it taking? See, the click time is 32. I did not save myself much time. 47. Boom. No, but click time of decurse. Click time of decurse is insanely low. So click time of decurse has been cut by 90 to 100%. So maybe I am barking up the right tree. Maybe I am barking up the right tree. But here's the problem. All of these curses in the curse list right here have got to be converted to texture names. And that's a pain in the fucking ass. And some curses use the same texture, and they're not even curses anymore. They're magic. So it's really unfair. I don't know. I may have to use some combination of who the boss is I'm fighting with texture names, which would be terrible, but faster than is buffed. Not is buffed, but buffed. Apparently buffed is a slow function in Super Macro. How you doing, baby? Coming on. You're so hot. It's working though. I mean, it's definitely working. Here's how I'm going to test it. I'm going to get the macro for incite flames. I'm going to get the texture name for incite flames, and I have it here somewhere. I've written down every texture number, and I think I wrote a function to turn a texture number into a texture name. Are you not going to drink your rum?
I am.
She's not drinking her rum. There you go. Just got a whole cup of rum there. Let me taste how strong that is.
Not very.
That's pretty strong. I wouldn't drink it. Get my light beer. What's up, Meyer? Shiba Inu. Oh, you're Meyer. Right on. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. We all like Shibas, right, Monique?
Oh yeah.
My daughter Shiba hates everybody. He absolutely is the undog. He's the worst dog I've ever seen. But my daughter Shiba does now like Monique and will come to Monique. Hides from everybody else like a cat, like a bad cat. All All right, so how I'm going to test this is I'm going to go. I have to wait for the. I have to wait. You know what? I'm going to ride back to Molten Core. I got to wait for those Flame Guards and what's the other one? Flame Guard and Flame Walkers to respawn, and those guys cast Incite Flames, and that's the one that is locking my priests up because they cast Incite Flames on everybody in the raid. And when a buff is cast on everybody in the raid, that's when the priests seem to really lock up. And you know what? I bet in ZG, if I'm right, when the snakes cast poison on everybody in the raid, I bet you the shaman will also lock up with this decurse code. So I'm telling you, man, I'm one function away from owning this game. One function away. If we sort this decurse thing out, Shazra and Gehennis are going to go down like kittens from now on. And who else? Who else throws down some nasty curses? I mean, sure, the Bat Boss in ZG, but who's having troubles with the Bat Boss in ZG? You can just hit the G key for decurse for that guy. But Shazra is insanely hard for a 40 boxer. I'm telling you. I've never mastered Shazra. I'm much closer to mastering Magmadar than Shazra. So we're going in with 20 people because, I mean, you don't need more than 20 people in Molten Core. As long as they're all geared, it just moves slower if you only have 20. You can pretty... You know what? I may do the 20-man challenge in Molten Core one of these days and just say, all right, I'm taking 20 into Molten Core and I'm going to do as many bosses as I can. And just show you, yeah, you can do Molten Core with 20 bosses. It just takes longer. But, you know, one of the problems is I'm very impatient. I don't like taking a long time in anything I do. And, you know, if I'm impatient, my viewers are even more impatient. They really don't like me taking a long time.
Stop dying.
Stop dying, you fools. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. That was a bad jump. That was a super bad jump. That's all right. I'm going in with 17. But some of them have to be priests because we need people who will... What's going on here? I definitely had enough reses out there. I have 3 reses. Am I going to res 3 people? Maybe? I don't know. And then some people are under the ledge here. And under the ledge means you ain't coming into Molten Core. So I'm not sitting there and resing a bunch of people under the ledge. Night, Tina.
Good night, sweetie.
Tina's got a job. They took her jeeb. They took her jeeb. Oh wow, I can res him because he reincarnated and went back. Went back into resing line of sight. Alright, well, this is going to be a long run, guys, so apologies in advance. And you know what? The Fire Lords are not back yet, so the Flame Guards are not going to be back. So, what's my main? My main is probably, I would call my main this guy, Eversmile. Tauren Warrior. He's got Thunder Fury. He's got Stygian Buckler. Both of these I got myself multi-boxing. He does have Crossbow of Eminent Doom, which was a purchased item from the store on this server. He's got Might Everything, which I got for myself. He does have Rage of Mugamba, which was a purchased item on this server, but I could have gotten it for him now. He's got Grillex Charm of Might, which was a purchased item on this server, but I could have gotten it now. Force of Will, which Kelsaran got me. Heavy Dark Iron Ring, Overlord's Crimson Band, which I got for myself. So he's got 1, 2, 3 purchased items still, all of which I could have gotten myself by multi-boxing. So there you go. Eversmile, named after the old retro game Dungeon Master. If you ever play it, the first level is called Eversmile, and we've been rolling Eversmile ever since WoW came out because we were big fans of Dungeon Master at the time. And yeah, Eversmile is just a really good name for a warrior because he smiles while he executes you. You're always smiling, right, Monique?
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to take the day off tomorrow. I've had enough work. I'm Batman. I don't know why I'm running in here. I know those flame guards are not up yet. Why am I doing this? I'm just going to run in and see. Tell me somewhere that will put a magic debuff on me that I can purge. I see you lost some people outside. So this boss, are you actually watching my stream? Because you never do that. Maybe so this boss was just outside. I know you aren't watching my stream. You probably just saw some dead people. I see dead people. Should I? No, you shouldn't. Nobody should. Oh, he rezzed one of my guys. Okay, alright, fine. He rezzed. Whoa, I almost ran off the ledge. He rezzed Shaman Trace. Nice. We better tell him he should. Let's turn on the volume and get our... I'll log into TeamSpeak real quick.
Connected.
There you go. I'm on TeamSpeak. Jump on TeamSpeak. All right. So one of the things that came in today is summoning, one-click summoning. So now if you tilde click on the summoning button on warlocks, they will one-click summon anybody out of range, although it does not appear to be working. My summoning order is 4. Why is my summoning order 4? Ooh, you know what? I think he wrote the one-click summoning a little wrong. He's not knocking out warlocks that are not online. So I'm going to have to rewrite that. I'm going to have to fix that. He's not knocking out warlocks that aren't online. And yes, you should knock out any characters, of course, that aren't online in the line of warlocks that are summoning. So Mr. FS Rocket, I liked your summoning code, but it doesn't work if there's offline people. Bruh. So that's why you should use is alive. Is alive checks for online. That function checks for online. So if warlock is alive, that will do everything you need to do to check whether your warlock should be in the line of summoners. And there's nobody here, man. There's nobody here at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually Hearthstone, and we're gonna go up to where are we gonna go? I guess we're going to go up to Light's Hope, which is going to be a long flight, guys, so you're screwed if you're actually watching this for entertainment value. We're going to go up to Light's Hope and go get cursed by something, or magicked, or something. Here's the problem. What you have to do is you really have to get yourself in trouble. And you have to get yourself in a healing challenge and a decursing challenge. So maybe the thing I should do is instead just get a 5-man together and go into Strat. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm gonna fly. I'll fly everybody up to Strat, and I'll take 5 of them with a priest, and we're going to go into Strat, and we're going to get ourselves in some deep trouble. And that will test out the true nature of my sexiness. No, I wasn't talking about your sexiness. I was talking about my sexiness, sucker. She's not listening to me. She never does. Dudes, I cannot believe we had 1,000 viewers last night. How's it going over there?
It's going good.
Are you still in a party? Can you look over here? What's up, man?
Hi.
Are you too busy to look over here and interview me with the camera?
I am. I don't want to die.
You're just DPS, right?
Yeah.
So they don't really need you.
No, they didn't. Oh my.
You just got stunned, man. You don't even know what you're doing. She's just DPS. They don't need her. Run 22 of BRD Arena. No sash yet. Are you joking? Really? Is that how much you value those blues? Come on. No blue could be worth that much. You should go in and get that, what's the hammer that drops off the Emperor? Now that is worth running. That is worth running. The hammer that drops off the Emperor. What is it called? Oh, I don't remember what it was. Something. Iron Foe. Iron Foe. You have 2 Iron Foes. Why does that not surprise me? I asked Eli, do you have Iron Foe on live? And he's like, yeah, I've got 2 of them, Dad. How the hell did you do that, Eli? It wasn't easy, Dad. Two Iron Foes. I don't even want to think about how long that took to get 2 Iron Foes on Vanilla Gaming, because I really don't feel like Iron Foe drops at the right rate on Vanilla Gaming. I think it's a bit decimated. I don't think it's right, because Eli ran a lot of BRD before we really got into the whole multi-boxing thing on Vanilla Gaming, and we never got an Iron Foe. I think it might be less than 1%. That's all I'm saying. I think. Yeah, online, because it really is a 1% drop on live. Oh, you didn't? He says he didn't run anywhere close to the live runs on Vanilla Gaming. So, oh, Valatorin believes it's 0.5 on Vanilla Gaming. Going to bed?
Good night.
Later, Eli. Eli's out. That leaves just Monique and I. She's fighting. Oh, she's out of her dungeon. Hey, you're out of your dungeon, baby. You're fighting some world mobs. Some sort of grind. Some sort of grindy thing she's doing in live WoW. It's not for me, man. It may look like I'm grinding. I'm not really grinding. I don't grind. I refuse to grind. What I do is I try to solve puzzles. That's what I do. I try to solve puzzles. Like the puzzle I'm trying to solve right now is, why do priests lock up in legitimate battles in Molten Core? Why does ZG reboot at 10:40? So, what's new, Monique?
Nothing.
How's your warrior?
My warrior's doing fine. She got a big upgrade.
She did?
Yeah.
In a dungeon? She got a big upgrade?
Yeah, she went from a 160 belt to a 250 belt.
Oh, that is a big upgrade. So you never actually played this expansion, right?
Nope.
This current expansion.
Nope. Never played it.
And next week a new expansion's coming out. So all of this stuff is going to be obsolete next week. I'm not criticizing that. I'm just saying, next week you're going to actually try to play the expansion.
Yeah.
No judgment here, man. You go for it. You go for it, girl. Oh my God, it's going to be... Oh! I lost 2 guys. That's alright. I'm not really actually going to... I only need 5 guys, so I'm just going to... Any of these guys who failed to log in, I'm just going to close them down. I only need 5 guys and a priest to really prove my theory out. And Flame Shocked never came, so Flame Shock's gone. Monterey never came. You're fired. So we've got lots of candidates going up to Light's Hope for Strat. And we will probably just take... let's just kill Cuppy Cake. We're gonna kill some dudes right now. We're gonna decide who's going into Strat. Refill, Eversmile, Brutalic is fine. No, not Brutalic. Mootalia, Ice Flows. Refill, Eversmile, Brutalia, Ice Flows, and a Shaman. It'll be Shaman Uno, I guess. Everybody else, I'm just going to shut down. And the shame of it is, I mean, now I could just go 1920 by 1080 resolution. And you guys could actually see very clear screens instead of this very fuzzy downsampled 4K garbage that I show you. It won't be like that forever, guys. Someday soon there will be enough bandwidth to show you everything. These are my boys. Let's get them all in the same party. Remove. 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 Parte. 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 party. Now that is a party. So, loading screen. What are your thoughts on WoW?
I don't know. People are nicer now. They're not
People are nicer now. I have noticed that in your world chat. People are different than before. People will ask a question, and in world chat, the first response will be an actual answer
yeah.
instead of "you're a fucking asshole, you dumbass," which is how WoW always was. And I don't know how that's happening. I really don't know how they're making that happen.
Because there's not a bunch of 12-year-olds playing anymore.
But there have to be. There have to be a bunch of 12-year-olds playing.
Why?
Because that's just how the world works. I mean, look at Leo, my 4.5-year-old grandson. He plays Battlefield 4, and nobody knows he's 4.5 years old. But he'll go to a flag in Battlefield 4 and actually kill somebody, and that person will never know that he just got killed by a 4.5-year-old. It's perfectly delightful, to tell you the truth. But mostly he has a terrible KD. He sucks, man. His KD blows, dude. He's hurting my Xbox One KD. But I played so much Battlefield 4 in Xbox One, he would have to play a long time to have any serious impact on my KD. Because he'll die like 6 times in a battle. That's not nearly enough to affect my KD. Not that I care about my KD in Battlefield 4. Not even a little bit. It is completely disregarded. In fact, he could die 20 times a battle and kill nobody, and I would say, play another round, bro. Play another round. But I would still enjoy that one kill that he would get, because it would be magnificent. The funny thing is, I almost shudder to admit it, but it took me 2 weeks, 2 straight weeks of playing Battlefield 4 to get a face-to-face, he sees me, I see him kill in Battlefield 4. I'm not talking about running up behind somebody, he doesn't see me, I hit him with a shotgun, whatever, kill. I'm talking about an actual face-to-face gun duel in Battlefield 4. It took me 2 weeks to win one of those once. And he has already gotten a few of those under his belt in 1 week. So we're training him up. We're training him up young. Train him up in the way he should go, so he will not depart from it. There you go. That's Bible for you, sucker. Wait, why am I not on mounts? Alright. This is probably not going to go very far, but I'm going to head over to Strat, and we're going to see if the priest, which is this upper left window, we're going to see if the priest locks up under pressure. I'm suspecting he won't right at the moment, but what we need is a full group debuff to make him lock up. but it's more than that. It's more than that. I don't even know why I'm doing this. A 5-man debuff is not the same as a 40-man full group debuff. This is not going to stress the computer as much as a 40-man full group debuff. So, once again, I think I'm barking up the wrong tree. This is not a good test. Although, here we go, Courier, Crimson Bodyguard. Can we even do this? This is going to be tough. No, we cannot do the Crimson Bodyguard? Are you joking? I figured we would have no problem with Crimson Bodyguard. Isn't it just a 5-man? Two people dead? 2 people dead on Crimson Bodyguard? Reincarnate! And I have Thunder Fury. And I lost 2 people. What the hell? I don't think Shaman Uno actually even helps. So, Elemental Shaman don't actually help heal at all. So, I'm going to wipe on the Crimson Bodyguard. That's kind of weak. Boink! Are you supposed to wipe on the Crimson Bodyguard as a 5-man? I feel like you're not. I feel like that was pretty Bush League right there. What do you think, Monique?
I think so.
She called me Bush League. I gotta sleep with that woman. Now, how am I even gonna look at her? She called me Bush League. She said I was Bush.
No, just saying what you said. I was agreeing with you.
You weren't saying what I wanted to hear, let me tell you that. You were not saying what I wanted to hear, woman. I am not Bush League. I am Pro League. Pro League. Not Bush. What's your comment? What's your comment, sucker? Are you Bush League?
No.
No. You're not Bush League. She says don't have one. Oh my gosh. I'll drink to that. Oh dear. Blush, blush, blush. Well, shoot. I mean, did we die because of a frozen healer? Now I'm wondering. I should take Enticer in here because he needs his Nax attunement. Somebody should take Enticer in here. Somebody should get another Nax attunement for me so I don't have to. Anybody. I'm like Henry the... Wait, which Henry? Which Henry killed Thomas Becket? Henry the Fourth? No. Henry the Eighth. Henry the Eighth. Who will take care of this Argenton reputation for me? Wait, it wasn't Henry the Eighth. Henry the Eighth was the choppy one. I get my monarchs confused sometimes. Oh geez, we're already dying. Oh, frickin' Eversmaw's not doing anything. How is Eversmaw not doing anything with the 5 key? Who killed Thomas Becket? Killer me rudely. Yo, what's up, yo? What's up, yo? Can you tell me who killed Thomas Becket for a special award? It is Richard? No. Was it Richard the First? It might have been Richard the First. I don't know. Shit. No. No. It was Henry VIII. Was it Henry VIII? Could it have been Henry VIII? Because he was the one who really wanted to break with the Pope. And Thomas Becket said, no, I'm not breaking with the Pope, you motherfucker. You sinful motherfucker. I'm not giving you your divorce either. So that was Henry VIII. So, but Henry VIII did the whole Thomas Becket penance thing? That seems hard to believe. The butler in the library with the candlestick. Yeah. That's probably as good a guess as mine. Gosh, I'm so bad. Oh, freaking kings. No wonder we got rid of them all in America. Bunch of assholes. I'm trying to res here, and I have no water, so I'm just standing around until I have enough horsepower to res. That's quite a pretty picture over there. I wish I could show you guys what she was seeing. She's got kind of a very glowy dungeon. Ecstasy. A dungeon on ecstasy. Okay, refill is up, but we do not have any water. Oh, refill's already resurrecting. Probably my water guy, which will be good. No. He resurrected the warlock. He should have resurrected the water guy. Alright, so this next pull, what we're going to do is we're going to buff up, and we're just going to run right into the middle of it, and we're going to see if the priest locks up from searching for buffs, debuffs. Alright, we're resing the last guy. Henry the Second? No. Henry the Second? Could that have been him? Henry the Second killed Thomas Becket? Oh, I was way off then. I was 6 off. God dang it. They don't teach you this stuff in American school, by the way, so good luck. You have to learn it on YouTube. Believe me, it is not the highest priority to teach you English history in America after 1776. But I'll believe you. I mean, you either know it or you Googled it, whatever. Probably know it better than me. So Henry II. Wow. Don't have enough free slots. Why do you not have enough free slots? Look at everything he's got. Get rid of this solarite. Okay, buff up. What you up to?
I'm finishing off a dungeon. And then I'm probably gonna go to bed.
Gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed too. Alright. You know what? Let's trade some more water and let's buff up some more. I want to go with full mana. I don't want any excuse for the priest to be locking up. And if the priest locks up, then we know for sure. I mean, the priest isn't going to lock up right now because he's running my code. He's running my code. It'll be a better test if we run... if we run buffed, the super macro function. So we're going to run buffed, the super macro function. And my suspicion is buffed, the super macro function, is not fast. It is in fact very slow, because it has to create a create a frame and then check the frame and then search the frame for text. I think it uses widgets, and it's by its nature slow. So let's give this a shot. How's my priest doing? Full on healing, no problem. Absolutely no problem. I mean, that's 24 frames per second. He's definitely not going to have any issues at 24 frames per second. So, what's his click time? Click time of decurse is 15. Click time of pre-seal multi is 15. I mean, it feels like sometimes pre-seal, it's just not the same. You can't test this stuff with 5-mans. You simply can't. And you can see there's absolutely no issue here with 5-man. Everybody's running nice frames per second. Everybody's doing their jobs. Refill it has half mana. The only thing that's not going right is I'm not pulling mobs off of refill. And if I was doing that, which I am now doing, refill would be totally okay. Just hold the alt button down for a second, and your main tank will swap through mobs until he finds one that's not on a tank, and then he'll stay on that mob until he taunts it. And there you go. I mean, that absolutely proved nothing. It proved nothing, and I'm just gonna hearth now because this was a really dumb idea. Look, I don't claim to be a genius. I have a lot of dumb ideas. The fact is, though, we have to figure out why priests are locking up, and priests have been locking up since about mid-December. And yes, I've gotten better, I've gotten worse, it's been good, it's been bad, but it's never been back to the level of mid-December. My code from mid-December. And we've got to figure it out. We've got to figure it out. So that's it. Just some troubleshooting nights. We get to see Monique. What's up, Monique? What are you looking at? That is really weird.
It's a selfie camera.
That's a selfie camera? You're taking a selfie of Mootalia. All right.
Oh, well. No, because you have to take a selfie of people in a dungeon, I guess, for an achievement, because I've watched a bunch of people doing it. So, you know.
Oh, you're getting your achievement.
I'm an achievement slut, so what can I say?
She said slut. All right, guys.